Hey everyone, this is John over at LeadCapture.io. In today's video, I'm going to show you our real-time phone verification feature and exactly how you can easily capture a verified phone number from your lead before they submit your form. I'll talk through the conversion rate implications of this. I'll also show you an easy way to still capture your lead in the event that they do not go through the process of verifying their phone number, and I'll discuss why this matters when it comes to lead quality. So the bottom line is this: if you're capturing leads with phone numbers, then I highly recommend using phone verification in your forms. And there's a few reasons why. First, if you're sending leads to clients or to lead buyers, then you definitely want them to have the highest quality leads possible. If you're the one following up with leads, or if you're sending them to your sales team, then you definitely want the highest quality leads possible so you don't waste your time with bad leads or fake or even incorrect phone numbers. And if you're passing your leads into your CRM or lead distribution tools, you definitely want to make sure that you're sending high quality data into those tools and not clogging it up with a bunch of fake or incorrect data. And finally, this is something that most people don't think about, but if you're doing any type of follow-up using your lead's phone number, for example, if you're following up with leads from an automated dialing system, or if you're sending out SMS, then you definitely need to make sure that you're sending the messages to a real number from someone who opted in and consented to receive those messages. And there's two reasons why. The first reason is because if the number is incorrect to begin with, for example, if someone went through your form and they entered their phone number in wrong, or if they put in a fake phone number, and if that SMS bounces and that impact them, and if that SMS does not get through, then that could impact your SMS deliverability rates, which means it could actually be harder to get all of your other SMS marketing and sales efforts to work. The second reason is if someone goes through your form and they submit a phone number that's not theirs and another person's, and that person never consented to hear from you in the first place, then you can land in legal trouble with the FCC if you're blasting people from an automated dialing system or with SMS marketing messages. As you can see, there's a wide range of reasons to use this feature, and luckily over at LeadCapture.io, we make it really easy to implement, and we have a ton of cool features and functionality built around it. I'll walk through how to get it all set up in a second. First, let's just go through a quick demo. So here's a demo form that I've set up with LeadCapture.io. I'll just enter a zip code, and I'll just answer a few questions. All right, now I'm on the phone step and I'll enter my phone number. Okay, so my phone number is entered, and watch what happens when I click continue. As soon as I click continue, I'm sent to another step that says texting your PIN code to, and then it includes my phone number, and now a 4-digit PIN has instantly been delivered to this number. I'll enter the PIN. If I entered my phone number in wrong, I could easily go back, but now I'll just click verify, and the lead has now been verified and then redirected to another page in my funnel. As you can see, it's a pretty seamless process to get your prospect to verify their phone number. Before I show you how to easily set all of this up with just a few clicks, I'll jump into the LeadCapture.io side and show you what happens when this lead posted into our system. Inside of the lead capture form that I just went through with the phone verification enabled, and the first thing that you'll notice is that we give a whole ton of analytics around the performance of your interactive lead capture forms that you're setting up in LeadCapture.io, such as the number of leads you're capturing, conversion rate, and so on. Right down here, you'll see the lead that I just submitted. And what's really cool about LeadCapture.io is that we are capturing that verification status right in the lead list. So if we just look at this verification status, you'll see that it says verified. Now, if this lead did not verify the phone number, then it would come through as unverified. And if we just click into the lead details, you'll see that it also shows up as verified here as well. Now, just to take things one step further, this verification status can also be posted into your CRM or lead distribution tool. And when you're routing leads to either yourself or to clients or to lead buyers, the verification status can be sent along with the leads. So this way they'll always see that they're getting a phone verified lead. So if you're an agency or if you're selling leads, this is a way to instantly boost the perceived quality of your leads, which means that you can then charge more for your leads or for your service. And this is a huge reason why we see so many agencies, contractors, and lead sellers using this feature. Now let's go through how easy it is to set all of this up. It really just takes a few clicks. So I'm going to start with a fresh form here. I'll just clone this form, and I'm inside of the clone form now. You'll see the list of steps all to the right-hand side, including the phone field. What we need to do is get that OTP PIN code step between the phone step and the thank you step. And the way to do that is pretty automated inside of LeadCapture.io. We'll go into lead delivery, phone verification, and this will open up a module inside of LeadCapture.io to enable phone verification. Now, if you're using lead verification inside of LeadCapture.io for the first time and you do not see this switch here, you'll probably see something that says request access to use phone verification. And when you see that, just click on the button to request access, and then we'll ask you a few questions. We need to enable this feature on every account for SMS compliance reasons. So we'll just put you through a quick manual review. Typically, almost everybody gets approved, and it takes about 1 business day or sometimes even less to get approved. Once approved, you'll see a module that looks like this, and all you need to do is flip the phone verification status to on. Now, upon clicking that, you'll see some additional information here. You'll see your credits used each month for this particular form. You'll see the total credits used across your entire account. You can buy your credits inside of LeadCapture.io, and I'll walk through how to do that in a minute. And you can see your total credits remaining, and you can also see your cost per verification credit. Now, if you would like to allow unverified leads as well, then simply flip this switch to enable it and click Save. So one of the common questions we get is, if I'm using this feature, will my conversion rates decrease? And the answer is yes, it's possible. Across all lead capture forms, we do see a slight decrease in conversion rates. And that's typically the trade-off for improved lead quality. Most of our users are completely fine with that. But in many cases, it could still make sense to capture the lead, even if they don't verify their phone number. So what we did was we created a feature that will still allow you to capture a lead, even if they don't verify their phone number. And in that case, it shows up in the system as unverified. So if you still need to capture leads, and if you do not want to see a potential conversion rate drop, then simply enable allow unverified leads. So now that we've enabled phone verification, there's one more step. We just need to go into the phone step, click on phone, and ensure that the field type is set to phone and the value type is set to phone. Click save, and you might need to refresh. And now you'll see the OTP verification step is set here. And you can just move it down below the phone step. And just like that, we have the phone verification step, and the system will automatically know to connect the phone step to the OTP phone verification step. Now that we have OTP enabled, it will work fine out of the box. If you would like to do some additional customization to the text on this step, then there are some additional steps you can take. For example, let's say you would like to update this to not say phone number, but to include the actual phone number. You can go to your phone step, go down to variable name, copy the variable name, go back to your OTP step, and paste the variable name in here. So when someone enters their phone number here and then gets to the OTP step, it's going to pull their phone number in so they can actually see the phone number that they entered. This is not only a great way to help with conversion, but it's also a good way to show the prospect the phone number they entered in case they entered an incorrect phone number. In that case, they can go back to the next step, re-enter the correct phone number, then continue back to the OTP verification step. Beyond that, there's a whole ton you can do. Some common use cases that we see over at LeadCapture.io is changing the copy to a different language, adding in some additional text here to help increase conversions. For example, you could explain why they need to verify their phone number, or you can even give them an incentive to finish with the verification process. For example, get a 10% discount if you verify your phone number. That information could also be put in here. I would recommend adding in some sort of incentive if you're really trying to get someone to verify their phone number. That always kind of helps with conversion. And finally, if you need to customize the validation text, you can do that by going to settings, go down to customize text, and you'll see all of the different fields that you can update. For example, if someone entered the wrong number, you can change that text, you can change it to a different language. The back button, you can change that text, you can change it to a different language. There's a whole ton of options here that you can change as well. Now let's talk about phone verification credits. So when it comes to phone verification, it works based on the credit system. Every single phone verification OTP request is equal to 1 credit. And you can buy credits by simply clicking on buy more credits. This will take you to our lead verification page where you can buy either phone verification credits or even SMS lead notification credits. When you need to purchase phone verification credits, just make sure you're clicked on this tab and it should say purchase credits here. And then you can simply just purchase as many credits as you need. Credit pricing is based on the geographic regions and countries for where you're sending your phone verification requests. So for that reason, when you first contact us to get this feature enabled on your account, we'll simply request you to provide a list of countries that you're sending to, and then we'll come up with a custom price per credit for you. The other thing here to note is that when you buy credits, the credits do not expire until they are used. So for example, if you buy 400 credits, and if you only use 50 of those credits, then you'll continue to have 350 credits on your account, and the credits will not expire until you use up all 350. And that naturally leads to a question of what happens when you use all of your lead verification credits. Do your forms stop working? And the answer to that is no. The moment that you use up all of your lead verification credits and hit 0, your lead capture forms will still continue to capture leads. Your prospects simply just won't go through the verification process. Then after you add more credits to your account, the phone verification feature will automatically become re-enabled, and then your prospects will start to go through that workflow of getting their phone numbers verified as they're going through their forms. That wraps up this video on our OTP phone verification feature. If you have any questions or run into any issues during implementation, please reach out to support@LeadCapture.io.